This morning, 28th October, is not just another morning. It is a mirror that silently reflects who you are when no one is watching. Before the world wakes up, before messages start arriving, before the noise returns, there is a quiet space that belongs only to you. In that space, your true state is revealed. You can pretend throughout the day, you can perform for the world, but the moment you open your eyes, that first breath, that first thought shows the truth. That is why this 28th October morning holds power. It does not give you something new. It shows you what is already inside. When you wake up, look at yourself without distraction. How do you feel? Are you heavy, restless, clear, or calm? That emotion is not random. It is the result of how you have lived, what you have been feeding your mind, what you have been avoiding. The morning simply shows you the result, so do not ignore it. Do not rush into your day as if mornings are just another routine. 28th October morning is a teacher. Quiet, patient, but honest. It will not lie to you. It will tell you exactly what needs to be corrected if you are willing to listen. The way you start this morning defines how your energy will flow. If you open your eyes with gratitude, that energy will follow you. If you start with resistance, your day will mirror that. You carry the vibration you choose in the first few minutes of waking up. This is why so many people repeat the same cycle day after day, because they wake up the same way every morning. They repeat the same thoughts, the same emotions, and then wonder why life does not change. 28th October is calling you to break that pattern. Do not rush. Do not grab your phone. Sit in silence. Feel your breath. Watch the world before it moves. This is how you reclaim power over your life. The morning is your foundation. If the foundation is weak, the day collapses. But if the foundation is strong, everything you face will bend before your clarity. 28th October morning asks you to build that strength within. It is not about doing more. It is about being more awake. In this stillness, you can sense your true self. When the air is cold and calm, you can feel the rhythm of life itself moving through you. That feeling is real. That is what you have been searching for. Not something external, but the quiet fire that already exists in you. And every morning gives you a chance to return to it. But this 28th October morning is special because it reminds you that destiny changes when awareness begins. You cannot change your life by force. You change it by understanding how you start each day. The morning reveals your state, but awareness gives you the ability to transform it. If you feel heavy, accept it, then rise above it. If your thoughts are unclear, observe them, then breathe deeper. If your energy feels scattered, bring it back through focus. The moment you take control of your morning, you take control of your destiny. And this 28th October, you are given that moment again. There is something sacred about mornings that people have forgotten. The stillness is not emptiness, it is potential. The entire day is waiting for your direction. If you wake up without purpose, the world will use your energy. If you wake up with intention, the world will follow your rhythm. You decide which happens. That is why this morning matters so much. 28th October morning can be your turning point if you treat it as such. Notice the sunlight or the absence of it. Notice the quiet movements of life. The wind, the small sounds, the breath inside your chest. This is not philosophy. This is practice. Because the one who learns to see the morning clearly learns to see life clearly. You can only understand the truth of the day when you understand the truth of your beginning. This 28th October morning is not waiting for perfection from you. It only asks for presence. Wake up fully. Be aware of what you feel, what you think, what you desire. Bring yourself back into alignment. You have carried too much noise, too many thoughts that do not belong to you. This morning is the reset. Let go of what you were yesterday. Let go of who you think you are. Start as if you were new. If you can meet this morning with awareness, you will notice a shift. The same air feels different. The same routine feels alive because you are not running unconsciously anymore. You are moving with purpose. That is where destiny begins to change not through luck, not through waiting, but through conscious awakening. So this 28th October morning, rise with clarity, rise without hurry. Before you speak, before you move, meet yourself. Let your thoughts settle like dust. Let your energy gather like a calm flame. Then move into the day. The mirror has already shown you who you are. Now it is your turn to decide who you will become. This morning, 28th October, carries the quiet power of awareness. It is not shouting, it is not demanding, but it is present for the one who chooses to see. Transformation never begins with grand gestures or sudden miracles. It begins with a simple act, awareness, the small moment when you become conscious of what you are doing, what you are feeling, what you are allowing. That single moment is the birthplace of change. This morning, 28th October, is your reminder that awakening starts not outside, but within the smallest spaces of your attention. Look at how you move right now, how you breathe, how you think. These are not meaningless patterns. They define the direction of your life. People search for transformation in distant places, in complicated rituals, in new habits that promise quick results. But the truth is simple. Change begins when you notice, when you truly see yourself without excuses, when you stop being distracted and allow silence to reveal your truth. 28th October morning is giving you this space, this sacred stillness to observe the self that you have become. Awareness is not thinking. Awareness is seeing clearly. It is when you catch yourself before repeating the same reaction, when you feel the weight of an emotion and instead of running, you stay. It is when you notice your breathing and realize how shallow it has become because of tension. That noticing, that small pause, is the door to transformation. On this morning, 28th October, do not seek to do more, seek to be more conscious. Every great change begins invisible. You cannot measure awareness by sight, but you can feel it. The mind that was once scattered starts to settle. The body that was once heavy begins to feel alive. The chaos outside no longer enters you so easily. This is what awareness brings: power through clarity. It teaches you that you are not your thoughts, not your fears, not your past. You are the one who watches them all. And this morning, 28th October, you are being invited to return to that watcher. Do not underestimate small acts. Awareness lives in the smallest details. When you make your bed with full attention, that is awareness. When you drink water and actually taste it, that is awareness. When you walk and feel the earth beneath your feet, that is awareness. These are not trivial acts, they are the foundation of transformation. Because the one who learns to be fully present in small actions becomes unshakable in great challenges. 28th October morning teaches this truth silently, that mastery is not in intensity, it is in consistency. Transformation will not arrive through pressure. It unfolds naturally when you bring consciousness to your daily living. Look at a tree. It does not grow by force. It grows because it follows the rhythm of nature. Your growth is the same. When you live with awareness, your life starts aligning itself. Confusion leaves, clarity enters. Restlessness fades, peace appears. This morning is the soil, your awareness is the seed. What you water today will bloom in your destiny. The most important moment is always now. Awareness cannot exist in the past or the future. It can only exist here, in this very breath, in this heartbeat, in this silent space of 28th October morning. If your mind is scattered, bring it back. If you are restless, breathe slowly. Watch yourself without judgment. Growth is not about perfection. It is about seeing yourself clearly. Awareness does not demand that you be flawless. It asks that you be honest. This morning is asking you to slow down, not because life is waiting, but because awareness can only enter in stillness. You have rushed for too long, chasing results, running after expectations, forgetting the essence of being alive. 28th October morning is like a mirror placed gently before you. You can see the reflection if you stop moving. In that stillness, you realize that all your answers have been within you, waiting for your attention. The moment you awaken awareness, even your smallest choices begin to change. You speak differently, you walk differently, You treat others with more understanding because you are no longer acting from habit. You are acting from clarity. And this clarity shapes destiny. That is why this morning holds weight. It is not just another sunrise. It is the start of a new way of living, conscious, deliberate, awake. You must understand awareness is not something you gain once and keep forever. It must be renewed every morning. That is why each sunrise is sacred. Each morning gives you another chance to remember who you are. On this 28th of October morning, remember to see before you act, feel before you speak, breathe before you move. That is how transformation becomes your daily rhythm. So as this day unfolds, let awareness walk with you. Let it guide your eyes, your words, your steps. Every time you lose yourself in noise, return to silence. Every time you forget, return to this morning. Because awareness is not a lesson you learn once. It is a practice you live. And this 28th October morning is the beginning of that practice. The morning light touches everything gently, reminding you the smallest awareness can shift the largest destiny. This morning, 28th October, is not about comfort. It is about discipline. The kind of discipline that frees you, not the kind that traps you. Many people misunderstand this. They think freedom means doing whatever they want, whenever they want. But that kind of freedom is not real. It is just another form of chaos. True freedom comes when you control yourself, when you rise above your impulses, when you choose the path that strengthens you instead of the one that weakens you. This morning is reminding you that your destiny depends on the discipline you build today. The body wants to stay in bed. The mind wants to delay. The excuses start whispering early. 5 more minutes. I'll start tomorrow, just one more day. But every time you obey that voice, you give your power away. You train your mind to submit to weakness. This morning, 28th October, you must break that pattern. You must rise even when it is not easy. Because the moment you act with discipline, your spirit begins to remember its strength. The first victory of the day is not against the world, it is against yourself. Discipline is not punishment, it is training. It is how you sculpt your character. Every repetition of a disciplined act carves out a stronger version of you. You may not see the change immediately, but it is happening silently, like the roots of a tree growing underground. This 28th October morning is part of that unseen growth. When you wake up early, when you move with purpose, when you choose effort over comfort, you are shaping your destiny without even realizing it. Look around this morning. The world is quiet. Most people are still asleep. This is the hour of power, the time when self-mastery is born. What you do now, when no one is watching, will define what the world will see later. If you can master yourself in silence, you can handle any noise later. Discipline builds that foundation. It is not about perfection. It is about consistency. Even small, simple actions done with discipline will lead you far beyond what inconsistent effort ever could. This 28th October morning, test yourself. Not because someone told you to, but because you want to know your own strength. You want to meet the version of yourself that doesn't quit. Every time you resist distraction, every time you push through discomfort, you are meeting that version. And slowly, that version becomes who you are. Discipline transforms you quietly. You may feel the struggle, but beneath that the struggle, freedom is forming. Freedom does not come from escaping difficulty. It comes from walking through it without breaking. When you become disciplined, your emotions stop controlling you. You act from purpose, not from mood. You become stable even when life shakes you. That is the power of discipline. It doesn't remove the storm, but it teaches you how to stand tall in it. On this morning, 28th October, remind yourself that the easy path is never the path of growth. The discipline of today becomes the strength of tomorrow. It is the bridge between who you are and who you want to be. Without it, dreams remain imagination. With it, imagination becomes reality. Discipline gives form to your intentions. You can have all the goals, all the desires, all the inspiration, but without the discipline to act, they stay trapped inside you. This morning, 28th October, is the perfect moment to begin again, to stop saying someday and start saying, no, do not wait for motivation. It comes and goes like the wind. Discipline is stronger than motivation because it does not depend on mood. It depends on choice. Every morning, you are given that choice again. You can rise with purpose or fall back into comfort. This is the moment where destiny is rewritten, not by chance, but by consistency. When you learn to act even when you don't feel like it, you become unstoppable. There is a kind of beauty in discipline that people miss. It is not loud or glamorous. It is quiet, steady, and powerful. It is the energy of someone who knows their path, who does not need approval, who moves with focus. On this 28th October morning, find that beauty. Feel it when you take control of your breath, when you move your body, when you decide to give your best without excuses. That strength cannot be bought or taught. It must be earned through daily practice. Every sunrise gives you a choice. Continue with habits that drain you or build habits that free you. Discipline is the tool that allows you to choose consciously. It teaches you that self-control is not limitation, it is liberation. Because the one who masters himself cannot be controlled by anyone or anything. The 28th October morning is a reminder of this truth. If you want to be free, you must first become disciplined. So today, stand firm. Commit to your routines, your practices, your growth. Let your actions speak louder than your intentions. Let your consistency build the life you dream of. Every repetition, every effort, every disciplined choice is shaping your destiny, even when no one sees it. This morning, 28th October, is another opportunity to prove to yourself that freedom is not found in comfort. It is found in control. And when you master that, destiny itself begins to obey you. This morning, 28th October, begins with one truth. Your energy flows where your intention goes. The direction of your life is not a mystery. It follows your focus. What you feed with attention grows, and what you neglect fades away. Every thought, every emotion, every silent whisper in your mind carries energy. You are always creating, even when you don't realize it. This morning is reminding you that if your focus is scattered, your life will be scattered. But if your focus is clear, your destiny will also be clear. Most people wake up and immediately lose their power. Their attention is pulled into noise, screens, messages, news, worries, memories. They wake up but remain asleep inside. The morning, especially this 28th October, demands something different from you. It calls you to begin with intention, to take control of where your energy will move today. Because if you do not decide, the world will decide for you. Intention is not just a thought, it is direction. When you wake up with a clear intention, every action becomes aligned. Your words become sharper, your emotions become calmer, and your steps become precise. But when you wake up without purpose, your energy leaks into distractions. You spend the day reacting instead of creating. That is how most people lose the day before it even begins. This morning, 28th October, is your chance to take it back. Before you rise, pause for a moment. Feel the breath moving through you. Ask yourself silently, where do I want my energy to flow today? Choose something pure, something rooted in growth, because your mind is like a field. Whatever intention you plant in the morning is what you will harvest at night. If you plant fear, you will see obstacles. If you plant gratitude, you will see opportunities. This 28th October morning gives you that sacred moment to plant the right seed. Energy obeys clarity. It does not follow confusion. When you are unclear, life becomes chaotic because your vibration is uncertain. But when your intention is strong, everything begins to align naturally. Even challenges start to serve you. You stop fighting life, and life starts moving with you. That is the quiet power of focused energy. This morning is not just another sunrise. It is a reminder that your inner direction shapes the outer world. Every word you speak carries energy. Every thought you repeat sends a signal. Every emotion you hold is a command to the universe. So guard your focus like it is sacred, because it is. The world is full of noise trying to steal your attention, but attention is your life force. Whoever controls your attention controls your destiny. 28th October morning invites you to reclaim it. The one who learns to direct energy consciously becomes unstoppable. You do not waste time reacting to what others say or do. You do not chase distractions. You know where you are going, and your energy flows like a river toward that purpose. Even when obstacles appear, your intention cuts through them because intention is stronger than circumstance. The more you focus your energy, the more life opens pathways that match your vibration. If you wake up thinking about problems, your energy creates more resistance. If you wake up thinking about growth, your energy attracts strength. It is simple but powerful. What you focus on expands. This 28th October morning is an invitation to focus on expansion, not limitation. Every moment is an opportunity to redirect your energy back to what truly matters. This is not about ignoring reality. It is about mastering it. You cannot always control what happens, but you can always control how you direct your energy. The greatest transformation begins when you stop feeding what weakens you. Stop feeding worry. Stop feeding doubt. Stop feeding what drains your spirit. Instead, feed focus, discipline, gratitude, and purpose. These are the flames that build destiny. Your energy is sacred currency. Do not spend it carelessly. Invest it in what uplifts your life. Every moment of anger, every minute of comparison, every hour of distraction steals your future. But every breath of awareness, every second of purpose builds it back stronger. 28th October morning stands as a reminder you have the power to choose where your life force flows. So as the sun rises today, remember this: the day is not controlling you. You are shaping it with your focus. The quality of your attention determines the quality of your life. Look at this morning as the start of something precise, intentional, and clear. Walk into it with awareness of your energy. Protect it, direct it, guard it from waste, and let it flow only toward what makes you stronger, calmer, and wiser. Everything you wish to become is already waiting for you. But it will only come closer when your energy moves in that direction. That is the lesson of this 28th October morning. Do not let your thoughts scatter like dust in the wind. Hold them steady. Let your intention burn quietly but steadily within you. And as the day unfolds, you will notice everything begins to move with you, not against you, because your energy has found its path. And where your intention goes, destiny follows. This morning, 28th October, stands before you as a silent invitation to let go of the old self, the one built from habits, memories, fears, and stories that no longer serve you. Every sunrise carries this message. You can begin again. You can shed the version of yourself that keeps repeating pain, that clings to limitations, that fears what it doesn't know. But most people don't listen. They wake up already trapped in yesterday. They carry the same thoughts, the same patterns, the same emotions into a brand new day. And that is how transformation dies before it begins. This 28th October morning is not asking you to add more. It is asking you to release, to stop carrying unnecessary weight, to understand that who you were yesterday is not who you need to be today. You are not fixed. You are movement, growth, and possibility. But you can only move forward when you are not holding on to what is behind you. Letting go is not weakness. It is the highest form of strength. It means you are no longer controlled by what was. It means you are choosing what will be. Look at yourself honestly this morning. What are you still holding that is slowing you down? An old failure, a regret, an image of who you thought you should be. These things live inside your mind and quietly control your energy. They create hesitation. They feed self-doubt. They stop you from fully living. The 28th October morning gives you the chance to see them clearly and to set them free. When you let go, you create space. And in that space, new life begins to breathe. The old self is comfortable because it is familiar. But familiarity is the enemy of growth. The moment you decide to outgrow it, resistance will rise. The mind will say, stay where you are. It's safe here. But safety is an illusion. The old self only offers repetition, not evolution. If you keep holding on to it, you will live the same year again and again, just with a different calendar. This 28th October morning is not about repeating. It is about rebirth. Transformation always begins with not physical death, but the death of the old identity, the one that keeps you small, the one that defines you by what happened in the past. This morning gives you a sacred moment to step out of that shell. It asks you to forgive yourself, to release the need to be who you were, and to trust the unknown version of you that is waiting ahead. Every breath you take today can be a new beginning if you allow it. When you let go of the old self, something magical happens. You begin to see the world differently. The same streets, the same faces, the same tasks start to feel alive again. Because you are no longer looking through the lens of your past. You are seeing with new eyes. That freshness is what it means to be truly alive. This 28th October morning is asking you to live like that, not by force, but by presence. The reason many people never evolve is because they hold too tightly to who they were. They protect their pain because it feels like identity. But identity is not meant to be a cage. It is meant to be fluid, to change as you grow. You are allowed to become new. You are allowed to leave behind the version of yourself that no longer fits. This morning, let that truth settle into your heart. You are not your past. You are not your mistakes. You are not even your achievements. You are the awareness behind all of it. When you drop the old self, you free your energy. You stop wasting it on proving, defending, or pretending. You start using it for creating, learning, and living. That shift changes everything. Suddenly, peace replaces struggle. Focus replaces confusion. Strength replaces fear. This is not something that happens far away. It begins here in this 28th October morning when you decide to let go and begin again. The old self whispers stories of limitation. It says you cannot change. It says it's too late. It says the past defines you. But the morning is proof that renewal is possible. The darkness does not stay forever. The sun always returns. So let this sunrise remind you your light can return too. You just have to stop fighting for the old version of yourself. You have to let it dissolve. Letting go is not forgetting. It is understanding. It is saying, that was a part of me, but it is not me anymore. It is gratitude without attachment. You take the lesson and release the weight. The more you release, the lighter you become. And the lighter you become, the higher you rise. This is how destiny changes. Not through resistance, but through release. So on this 28th October morning, breathe deeply. Feel the air move through you. With every exhale, let a piece of the old self leave. Let go of doubt. Let go of fear. Let go of the story that says you cannot change. You are not meant to stay the same. You are meant to evolve. The universe rewards those who dare to let go, who trust the process of renewal. This is your morning to begin again. A morning to rise without the shadow of yesterday. A morning to meet yourself as if for the first time. Walk forward with open hands, with no attachment to what was. The old self served its purpose. Now it is time to move beyond it. The 28th October morning stands as a reminder life begins again when you stop holding on. This morning, 28th October, carries a message that cannot wait. The power lies in this moment, not tomorrow. Every sunrise whispers the same truth, but few truly listen. We keep waiting for the right time, the perfect chance, the better mood, the clear sign. And in that waiting, life slips away. The power to change, to grow, to rise is not somewhere ahead. It is here, now, in this breath, in this heartbeat, in this 28th October morning that will never come again. The human mind loves postponement. It says, I'll start when I'm ready, or I'll begin after this problem ends. But readiness is an illusion. If you do not act now, you are teaching yourself to delay forever. This morning is reminding you that transformation begins the moment you decide. not the moment conditions become perfect. The perfect time is this moment. The perfect day is today. The perfect chance is this 28th October morning. Each moment you delay, your energy weakens. Each moment you act, your energy strengthens. It's that simple. Life does not change through intention alone. It changes through movement. You can dream for years, but one moment of real action has more power than 1,000 wishes. This morning asks you to stop thinking and start becoming, to stop talking about change and start embodying it. You are not waiting for life. Life is waiting for you. This 28th October morning is alive with possibility. The air itself feels new, the silence feels full. It's reminding you that every sunrise resets the world. No matter what happened yesterday, today is untouched. But what you do with it will decide everything. The people who grow, the ones who transform their destiny, are not the ones who wait for the right mood. They act even when the mind resists. They choose progress over comfort, clarity over confusion, now over later. If you want to build strength, start now. If you want peace, create it now. If you want purpose, live it now. This morning is not a rehearsal. It is real. Once it passes, it will never return in the same way. So many people waste mornings by repeating yesterday's energy, carrying the same doubts, the same distractions. They move unconsciously, waiting for a miracle. But the miracle is already here in this 28th October morning, in the chance to live differently than before. There is no greater power than awareness in action. Awareness alone opens your eyes, but action moves your feet. Both are needed. You can sit in silence and understand everything, but without movement, wisdom turns into still water. It stagnates. But when awareness meets action, it becomes a flowing river cutting through every obstacle. This morning, 28th October, is asking you to let your awareness flow into action. Do not say, someday. That word is the killer of all dreams. Someday means never. Life is built through small decisions made daily, not through waiting for signs. You do not need more time. You need more presence. You do not need to plan everything. You need to move. When you start walking, the path reveals itself. This is the truth that this 28th October morning is trying to show you. Destiny doesn't appear before movement. It appears because of it. The future is not waiting to be discovered. It is waiting to be created. Every small act today, no matter how simple, builds momentum. Even one deep breath taken with full awareness can change the rhythm of your thoughts. Even one step taken in faith can shift the course of your life. The moment you choose to act, the universe starts aligning with your decision. The 28th October morning is the doorway to that alignment if you step through it with courage. So rise now, don't delay, but don't wait for another Monday, another new month, another reason. You are the reason. You are the beginning. You are the one who turns this morning into a turning point. Look around. The air, the light, the silence, everything is urging you to begin, not tomorrow, not later. Now, every moment is a seed. What you plant this morning will grow into your future. If you plant hesitation, you will harvest regret. If you plant action, you will harvest freedom. The choice is yours this morning. 28th October gives you both hands free, one to hold your past, one to shape your future. Let go of the past. Use both hands to build what is ahead. You will never feel fully ready, and that is the truth. Readiness is not a feeling, it is a choice. The more you act, the more ready you become. The fire of growth is lit through doing, not waiting. That is why this moment holds such power, because it asks you to act even when you are uncertain. It asks you to trust your own movement. So as the sun rises this 28th October, let this be your declaration: no more waiting, no more delay. Every breath from now is an opportunity to move forward. Let your words, your posture, your actions carry intention. Let your energy be clear. Step into the day as if you were meant to, because you are. This 28th October morning will pass like all others, but what you decide to do with it can change everything that follows. The power of transformation is not hidden in the future. It is hidden in your decision to begin now. The moment you understand that destiny stops being something you chase and becomes something you create.